Okay. So thank you for coming to the tape group. And today we start with the meditation. And first of all, we remind ourselves to relax and slow down. So coming from a very busy world, maybe, and now the opportunity to, even if it's for a minute, even if it's for 2 minutes, to deeply, say, dive into your silence, into your stillness. So it is very helpful at this point to slow down and to relax for a moment. Try to be not too disturbed, whether you're in an airport or whether you sit at home. It really doesn't matter. And whether you're in New Zealand or in Australia or in New York or wherever you find yourself, it really does not matter. This is all the same story, and it has nothing to do with place and time. So that cannot be the distraction right now. Just forget about your plane, forget about your world, forget about everything for just a moment, and allow yourself to calm down, to come into the still place where communication is natural, and where you have a possibility to open your mind so far that something else is going to occur, is the remembrance of the stillness and peace that you are. And so that's what we do in the meditation. And I read a prayer. I derived the prayer from from the talk that we are listening to today. It is at the end of the talk, and so Joel Goldsmith gives us the words for it. I assembled them, so to speak, and put it into a contemplative prayer. So, yeah, be with me, stay here, be present, allow yourself to go a little bit further into that than you used to, like expand your mind as much as you can. Let yourself be completely affected by this, say, timely, absolutely inspiring expression of the truth of who you are. And so there are a lot of I am related terms. And the I am that is speaking to you is the I am from within, from this place where we're heading to, so to speak, in our consciousness. And the place where we remember this. So this is an actual voice from within you speaking to you. So allow that to comfort you, because that's where it's for. That's what it is. And so, yeah, let's do that. Let's dive right into that stillness. So I'm going to share a screen with you and see if I got the right. No. Yeah, here it is. So this is the prayer that I'm going to share. Still have to do a couple of things. Now here. Yeah, there we are. Okay, here we go. So you might want to close your eyes and breathe a couple of times through your nose in and through your mouth out. And when you breathe out, take time to breathe out. Give that a little extra breath. Because in the say breathing out is the release. You can feel that. You will feel that when you do it. It's like, yeah. Okay, that load is off your shoulders. baggage that you're taking with you is gone now. That is, yeah, here we go. So I is God. I is God. I embodies within itself all unto eternity. I embodies within itself all unto eternity. I am the resurrection. I am life eternal. The I that I am. The I of my being. I am the way and the truth and the life. I is God. I embodies within itself all unto eternity. I am the resurrection. I am life eternal. The I that I am, the I of my being. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I is God. I embodies within itself all unto eternity. I am the resurrection. I am life eternal. The I that I am. The I of my being. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I is God. I embodies within itself all unto eternity. I am the resurrection. I am life eternal. The I that I am. The I of my being. I am the way and the truth and the life. I is God. I embodies within itself all unto eternity. I am the resurrection, and I'm life eternal. The I that I am, the I of my being. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I is God. I embodies within itself all unto eternity. I'm the resurrection. I'm life eternal. The I that I am. The I of my being. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I is God. I embodies within itself all unto eternity. I am the resurrection. I am life eternal, the I of my being, the I that I am. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I is God. I embodies within itself all unto eternity. I am the resurrection. I am life eternal, the I that I am, the I of my being. I am the way and the truth and the life. Thank you. Thank you. So you don't have to come out of anything. So if you are pulled into this light, just stay right there. And you can stay there while listening to me. So it's not that I'm going to intrude on that whatsoever. So stay in the calm, in the silence, in the quiet, in the stillness of this. So today we listened to the talk, another practitioner talk from Joel, 362B, and it's a practitioner talk, New York practitioner talk. And so the important thing is that coming into recognition and experiencing the I for yourself is what practitionership is. See, and that in fact doesn't need much. It doesn't need much. And yes, of course, you need to train your mind a little bit to become calm and allow yourself to discover more and more, say, inside of you when you go inward. And then also, say, you start to recognize the subtle changes that are taking place in you. And you become curious that there might be more. It's like you do all that. But most of all, what happens is, and that is what you feel right now too, it's like, in fact, you open yourself up for a new experience of that, where you find yourself. Like, it is continuously like that. So that does not have to be any kind of defense. That does not have to be any kind of reservation. It's like, oh, well, maybe later. No, so there's no delay. It is instantaneous, like it's immediate. And to release the fear, in fact, to enter into that immediacy is our spiritual process. So everyone here has experiences of experiencing a moment to be whole and perfect. We all have experiences like that. It might be when you watch a sunset and suddenly are completely like disappearing into the beauty of that. Or you fall in love with someone. You feel so much love for someone that there seem to be no boundaries whatsoever. You recognize your connectedness and your oneness with whoever is with you. See, and this is, in our human lives, we made rules about it and habits and make agreements with each other and how to deal with that. But in the holy instant where this is being offered, like as a practitioner or as a healer or as a teacher of God, however you call that, it's like that is the same story. You allow yourself to sink into the perfection, like letting go of all the ideas of the situation and the persons that you're with and the situations that you find yourself in, letting all your ideas go for just a moment, in order to create literally a space where this can be revealed to you, the perfection of everything, the I-ness of you, the that what doesn't need anything, that what doesn't want anything, but that what is, the I that I am, that is happening, that is a possibility in every moment, without exception, really. So that's why I say too, after this meditation, stay right into your light, stay right into this light. Drop even more defenses, and yes, disappear completely into the love that you're feeling, or whatever is occurring to you. I don't know, but seeing the idea of practitionership, this is an essential part of it. Allowing the situation just to be perfect, not limited by any idea. Not so it's really opening up for the love of God in the moment, in the present moment. So it is free of any kind of disruption of ideas, of concepts, of opinions, of habits, what I said. And in that you see that it's whole and perfect. So that's why we always say, like, you only have to receive this for yourself. Well, it has to do with that, of course. Like, you're the only one that has to see this situation as whole and perfect. In that everything is that. Everything is radiating that. Everything is showing you that. That is the practitionership. That is your practice as a light of the world. So the only defenses and limitations that you're encountering in this endeavor, so to speak, in this moment in time, have all to do with your fear to allow something else to show you the perfection. And you are aware of this. You can feel that too. And you're familiar with that too. So we said the other day, it's like it's in your cells even. The cells are so programmed that you think this fear is just part of the experience of yourself. You accept that. And that is something that will change. It is going to be undone in you. And so that there will be new habits and new ways of opening up, in fact, or new ways to experience yourself. See, and then in this purity, and you know this biblical reference, it's like in that purity, suddenly you enter into a purity in which that all falls directly into place, like as one event, whoosh, everything is aligning. It's like it's right on the mark, right there. So that happens, and then you see that has all the healing power in the universe to align with perfection. But this purification process, as we call it, but it sounds a bit intense. But the purification process is then getting all the ideas and habits and programs, the cellular programming that is taking place, getting that out of your system, literally. And then, like I said, the biblical reference to that then becomes like, when my eye is single, my body will be full of light. Well, if that isn't a transition or a transfiguration, then what is? So that is not as mystical or not as magical as you might think it is. So your body can be full of light. Your eye can be single. But in order for that to happen, it is like you have to let go of everything that you see, that you think about things. The habits need to be undone in you. The habits of seeing things a certain way just because it is that way, or all that needs to be. And there's a program for that. Like there's a perfect plan for that to take place. And that's why we pray too in this healing moment that we had together in the prayer meditation. It's literally aligning with the I. Like the I of my being is the truth of who I am. This other appearing character is nothing. That is nothing. But you took it serious and you started to identify with it. But that is nothing. That what you call yourself is nothing in that sense. So in order for you to experience then the single-eyedness of you, this process is taking place. So that's why we meet, we come together, and that's part of that plan too, for you. And that's not my plan. It's not. So it's a plan given to you. by the one who knows, who can actually help you with this, that is not blinded by time and its limitations, by mesmerism or any kind of idea that you can hold and cherish for a moment and which you value so very much, but in truth doesn't have any meaning whatsoever. So in this mind training, Joel is in fact teaching aspects of this too. And we're going to listen to the second part, because like I said, the prayer that I used is say based on the last words of Joel in the talk. So I would love to hear that from his voice too. So that he comes into like a prayer-like state, in an elevated consciousness, if you want. So that's the only place where something happens. I said it the other day too, it's like that is the place where something happens. When you come into your single-eyedness, when you start to recognize the truth of who you are, and when you, I'm letting somebody in, and when you start to feel yourself aligning with that, so this is a happy occasion to share this with the world you made. And yeah, that's our practice. So when my eye is single, my body will be full of light. This light is present right here. This light that is happening, that is available, and you can feel that too. It communicates by itself. That's why it actually pulls you continuously into this stillness. You can feel that too during the meditation. First you have to open up a little bit, and then you feel that you're almost like a magnetic attraction as it to you. You want to stay in that because you feel at home in that stillness. And of course that is that way until you get distracted by something, and then you lose it again, and you don't even remember it, that it was so attractive. And the next moment that you're quiet and are opening up, oh, you remember again. Oh yeah, oh my God, I should have done this before. It's like, oh yes, I will just start with 5 minutes, but they quickly become, say, quarters of an hour, or maybe 20 minutes or half an hour, just to be in this light, and let this light help you with the undoing of you, letting go of all the ideas of things that seem to be so important for a moment, like things you should buy, or things you should say to someone, or plans that you make to develop something, or who knows what that is for you. But I recognize this for myself as so nice to have this quiet down and see that you are being literally attracted to the light. So all the plan making can wait. It doesn't need to be done now. There's nothing wrong with making a plan, but it's like, yeah, when you become quiet, it seems so futile suddenly. It dissolves in its value. The value becomes pale, like the moonlight. You know, it's like, yeah, it's okay, it was a great idea. I'm not going to do anything with it. Well, let it go. It is more, your mind is so obsessive that if it has an idea, it doesn't want to let go. It wants to work on it and make it work and make it true for yourself and give it all the value until it falls apart and you see like, oh, well, I can do without too. No, I don't really need that. And this can go just this quick, you know. It's like the things that you seem to value for some time seem to be so important, and in a blink of an eye you let them go. So this is the same idea, and this is in fact why this process doesn't necessarily need to take long. In a recognition of the truth of who you are is like that does not need to take long. It is just by your decision. Are you willing to give up the idea of what you value now and see as the most important thing in your life? Are you willing to let go of that for just a moment in order for you to have a whole different experience? This is the basis of awakening, of course, and this is the basis of the work of the practitioner. And you didn't know that. You didn't know that until you recognize it, that that's taking place. Otherwise, you think you're just picking up a job as a practitioner, like having sick people come to you, or people with questions or stuff, and thinking that you can help them. Like, well, the story is really different. So the story is there's nothing to do out there. There's nothing to do out there. The only recognition that has to take place is in you. Recognizing the perfection of this moment in everyone without exception. So that's really beautiful. So Joel has his own experiences and his own examples with that too. And so we're going to listen to that in a moment. I don't know. Yeah, timing is good. So I'll play a song, and we have a little break. Then we listen to Joel, and then after that we come back together if you want, and I will let you know a little bit about what is occurring in the next week. And so, yeah, thank you so much for being part of this. And I say, if you want to know more about practitioner training, or how to be, say, helped with that, or maybe you want a personal talk about this, or having a little bit of help, you're always welcome to contact. So, and in the description of this video, when it's going to be made, there will be an email address you can send your email to. So thank you so much for listening, and see you soon.